Welcome back to Husky Highlights.
I'm Jenna.
My name's Ethan.
And here's what has been trending.
Drake revealed what his son looks like.
Lots of celebrities, they're stuck in quarantine at their house, social distancing. It's been going on Instagram Live a whole lot. Some way to pass the time, We got The Weeknd's new album. Every single one of his songs, top 100. Goated.
And the Party Next Door released their new album after 3 years.
Modern Warfare 2 campaign is going to be remastered and is only going to be available on PlayStation 4. And speaking of PlayStation 5 is coming out soon at the end of this year, and they released what their new controllers are going to be looking like. It looks similar to the PS4, but it looks more next gen, and some people are liking it, but some people are hating it. That's all for what's trending. Stay safe, stay home. We'll get through this.
My onion, Berlin decided to come over and take it from me. How dare she? Decided to move my rice to the back of the stove, and I was like, excuse me, like, you can't just do that. I was cooking my rice.
Shepherd's pie on acid, as I like to call it, was really a design that kind of came from the basket. As soon as I saw all those ingredients, I knew it.
The onions are undercooked. I like it.
Good call.
The chicken's a bit cold. Cilantro's good, but I think it needs more butter to the rice. made my final decision. The plates on the chopping block are tamarind bread. Thank you, Dad. You win a 9-pack of toilet paper.
Yes! Yes!
I may not have won, but I feel like I redeemed myself from last year, and maybe I'll win next year.
I'm really upset that I didn't win, but I did win this box of gloves, and I was runner-up, so I was really proud of that. But yeah, next time I'll definitely win. And
So as soon as I heard that I won, I was first surprised. No, I wasn't surprised. Those two were fighting the whole time. It was a win right from the beginning. Where did I put that? Oh, here it is, baby.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
The movie Turner and Hooch is an excellent movie that is about a neat and tidy police officer named Scott Turner, who becomes the owner of a messy and mischievous dog named Hooch. Scott ends up falling in love with a veterinarian, and Scott has to let go of his neat lifestyle if he wants to keep this new family. 11 out of 10.
Hey Huskies, you should watch Red Dawn. It is a really good movie. You can watch the original or you can watch the remake, both 9 out of 10s. Really good. It's about either the Soviets or the North Koreans, depends on which version of the movie you watch. But they invade a small town in Colorado, and a group of high schoolers fight back against them and protect their town. And it is rated PG-13, but really good movie, so you should watch it.
I finished watching Grave of the Fireflies. It's a really great film. I highly recommend to watch it. You could find it on Hulu or YouTube. The story is basically about 2 orphans who need to make it out alive during World War II without any family. Personally, I would give it 3 Godzillas out of 5.
So I just finished Austin Powers 3. If you haven't seen the first 2, then obviously watch those first, but I had personally never seen the third one. They're all available on Netflix. It's like a parody of James Bond, so if you're into that thing, definitely check out Austin Powers.
Rango is a 2011 movie starring Johnny Depp. He plays a chameleon that is going through an identity crisis and wonders,
Who am I? I could be any.
The movie stands out for not following the era's clean, cute animation and gives each character a tough, rigid characteristic. Overall, I give this movie 4 out of 5 stars.
So Signs is about an alien invasion, but instead of showing a big city, it's the little town and just a family. And with that, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a decent 10 out of 10 movies. It's called Signs for those of you who want to watch it. And just the overall perspective there, I thought it was really cool.
Hi, I have watched a movie called Coco, and I think it's the best movie because it's accurate portrayal of Mexican culture and the Day of the Dead. The Day of the Dead also helps people not only remember their deceased loved ones, but also deal with their grief from their loved ones' deaths.
Warcraft is a movie created by Legendary based on the series of video games Warcraft. We follow Anduin, a human general, and Durotan, an orc chieftain. They both have disconnected stories, but share the same goal of taking down the big bad Gul'dan, who is using a magical force called the Fel to transport the orcs into Azeroth. Overall, I enjoyed the story, but felt very predictable. There were errors, despite being minor, that broke my overall immersion. Despite all that, the story was satisfying. Of course, I do have some complaints and nitpicks, but that delves more into spoiler territory. Just know it's an easy story to understand for the most part, at least how they portray it in the film. Characters were a bit of a mixed bag. Khadgar was a personal highlight of mine, and I especially loved the dynamic between all the orcs. The orcs in general were a breath of fresh air, as typical orcs tend to relish in violence. These orcs still do that, but have a sense of intelligence that most fantasy orcs don't have. Unfortunately, most other characters are bland and dry. Anduin has some highlights himself, but was dry for the most part. The visuals are one of, if not the, best part of this film. From the vast mountains to the flying islands and even the cities, this movie is beautiful. The combat scenes are well shot and the magic looks phenomenal, but some of the CGI can look, let's say, questionable. Some scenes do look awkward as well, but it's nothing that would break immersion. Overall, Warcraft is a pleasant, albeit bland experience. There are worse ways to spend 2 hours, I suppose. I rank this movie a 3 out of 5 for storytelling, a 2.5 out of 5 for characters, and a 4.5 out of 5 for visuals.